Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. We'll keep the rain gear handy. We got another few days of scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it looks a lot better going into next week. And with any luck, we'll squeeze next weekend out of it. But this weekend, a little iffy, but again, not a washout, just the typical scattered showers and thunderstorms we've seen over the last couple of days. Hopefully not as heavy. So let's take a look at the big picture. And once again, we have this pattern that is just conducive for sending what we call a little positive vorticity advection, a little spins in the atmosphere. And that also translates to mesoconvective complexes. We see one over in Texas. We saw one over us yesterday and today, or just more easily said, disturbances are rippling through the area in the upper parts of the atmosphere. And that pattern's not changing over the next several days. Most of the storms at this hour back across Texas, still quite busy here. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings and flood warnings as well with those storms back to the west, but all is quiet here in Acadiana for the most part. You can see some shower activity in northeastern Texas, but as we take a look at Power Doppler 3, all is quiet, and love putting this long 6-hour loop in motion because we export data once a minute, so it's real smooth looking data and all quiet at this hour. So as we take a look at the infrared satellite imagery, we see the storms across Texas still erupting here, and even stronger as you get closer to the Del Rio area of Texas. And then we open it on up, get into the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. All is quiet here. Love this. Don't know if we're going to keep it this way, but probably in about 2 weeks, we do expect some activity to get going in the Caribbean based on La Nina is coming back, and then coming back in time to extend the hurricane season well into October, and maybe for a good portion of November. It officially ends November 30th, but usually a lot of the activity is away from us by mid-October. Not the case over the last several years. In the tropics, we have a tropical storm, Victor, with 60-mile-per-hour winds. Sam still putting on a show. Strong category 4 with 145-mile-per-hour winds. Should be very close to a 4 as it passes Bermuda and then out into the North Atlantic. And you see Victor is not a threat to land either. And the satellite imagery on Sam has just been spectacular. Going back through the weekend, Sam got a very well-defined eye. And for the first time ever, a sail drone has gone into the center of the storm. So let's take a look at that video. And this is what it looks like. This is where the drone is in the eye, and this is the video. This is 20 to 40 foot seas, 120-mile-per-hour winds, and you kind of get seasick while watching it, but that's what it looked like. And this is the first time an unmanned drone has gotten into a hurricane, and this is really important stuff because hopefully you're not getting too seasick here, but this gives us real good data all the time, continuously inside the eye. We don't have to wait for a hurricane hunter to get out there, and we'll see how long this drone can stay out there, but incredible video coming out from this. So let's take a look at what this drone looks like. And it's about 20 feet long and about 16 feet high. It is basically powered by solar power and wind, and it got into the storm, and it's communicating all the information back to NOAA. So a new technology at work, hopefully giving us better insight to these big beasts that we have to deal with each and every year. Weather-wise, we're going to stay quiet overnight tonight through tomorrow midday, and then by afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms once again. Hopefully not as heavy as the last couple of days where we've had a couple of isolated 8 to 10 inch rainfalls. And then we go into Saturday, we're seeing more of the same, scattered showers and thunderstorms once again. Rainfall totals should be closer to a half inch or an inch. Notice Lafayette, Opelousas possibly seeing an inch. Then there's going to be locally heavier rains as we get back into southeast Texas. We'll watch this hot spot and hope it doesn't come our way. Lower 70s tonight, a mild one, and humid out there as well. 85 the high tomorrow with that rain chance still at a healthy 60%. Much the same for Saturday into Sunday. But on the flip side, going into next week, feeling better, more comfortable overnight lows in the lower 60s. Jim?
All right, thanks, Rob.